Yo, it's good, everybody. One puck, and just got off work, like a 12-hour shift, and I got a little time to kill. The sun's coming up, and I got a little time to kill right now before I gotta go do something, and then I'll be able to come home and get some rest, get some sleep for a couple hours. But I just wanted to make an upload really quick. I don't know how long this one's gonna be. I'm really tired, and I'll try to keep it short. And I just wanted to make a video because when shit gets on my mind, I'm by myself a lot, so I have a lot of thoughts, and I don't really express myself or have conversations with people. So this is just me talking to whoever the fuck sees this. I don't know, my videos lately that I've been posting on this channel, I've been getting like 0 views, but on my other channel, when I post a video, I usually get at least some views. So I don't really know why this channel is not getting any traction. But anyways, if you see this video, and you fuck with it, holler at me, dude, and tell me what's good. And yeah, other than that, I was reminded today or yesterday about that Ye quote, the Kanye quote, when he said slavery is a choice. And so I heard him say that, or I saw that statement that he made, and so then I don't know, it stuck with me, and I was like, yeah, he's totally right. And I fuck with Ye, dude. I love Ye, and I always have. And except for when he was running around with Jay-Z and shit, I thought that was, I don't know, that Kanye era with Jay-Z, I thought was kind of fucking lame of him, because my name is One Pac, but I'm a Tupac fan, which is where the name came from. And any rapper that Tupac talks shit about, I don't fuck with, because Tupac was the truth. And so I believe what he says. And you talk shit to me about that, whatever, be like, why are you listening to some fucking kid or whatever? But Tupac was ahead of his time. And when it comes to Ye, I feel like a lot of what he says, I tend to agree with, and I have a lot of admiration for him, for just him being fearless and speaking his mind, and obviously his artistry. And people would be like, oh yeah, Ye's like a genius. Ye's a genius. And I wouldn't disagree with that statement, but at the same time, I'm not like some Ye simp. I don't agree with everything he does. I can't get behind everything he does, but for the most part, I fuck with Ye for sure. And again, like, whatever, talk shit, don't really give a fuck. I mean, if you're smarter than me and you got some good shit to say, I'll listen, and if you're the truth, I'll fuck with you. But a personal opinion about how you feel about him as a person is kind of like a fallacy, because for me, it's not really the man, it's the message. But when it comes to Ye, obviously the man has something to do with it. But anyways, so slavery is a choice, and we tend to think of slavery as in the context of like black, because Ye's black, obviously, and then we think about slavery in the context and in terms of it being like a black thing, or like something that belongs to them. But when you look at like what Ye was really saying, he was saying that slavery, our minds are enslaved, and I totally agree with that. And I think that's what the point is, what he was trying to say. And when you really so I think about that, and I'm like, yeah, slavery is 100% a choice. And the reason they want to, and when I say they, I mean like the satanic, like oligarchy, people who obviously have an interest in enslaving people's minds, brainwashing them. But I agree that, especially in today, I'm not talking about back 400 years ago or whatever the fuck. That's its own thing. But I'm talking about today, especially in slavery these days, and it's like we're all slaves, and um, we choose it. We choose it. Like, and we're slaves. We're enslaved in our minds because if I let if I just let myself go and I just go along with I just go along like an NPC, like that means that like I'm just letting my body and like my desires and my passions control me and enslave me, whereas the our bodies like our bodies will are in our mind will enslave us to the point where we do what our body says to do, not the other way around. It should be us consciously controlling our bodies. And so I think once we lose that the consciousness and the conscious like awareness of being in control, then you're basically, if you're not in control, then you are a slave. That's what slavery was. Like the slaves were not in control. So when you're in control of your body and your mind, you are basically essentially free or freer than somebody who isn't. And I don't think anybody wants to be a slave, you know, and it gets to the point these days where like you're a slave, but you willfully choose it. Like we choose it and we don't really think about it. And it's to the point like some Stockholm syndrome shit where like you've been enslaved and brainwashed and we've been manipulated, constantly bombarded by by it to the point where we accept it, we like it. Slavery is like it's like separated us and it's torn us apart from each other to where we only think about ourselves, and so that it's disconnected us from like each other, and you know, it's like that whole divide and conquer motto, you know, and it's like we willfully choose it and we do it without thinking about it, and when challenged by it, we like it's we hold on to it, like we willfully do it. um and so it's just, yeah, it's getting fucked up, and maybe some people are starting to like wake up to it, um and push back, and people are starting to want to take control and take their power back in their lives. And maybe people have always been trying to do that, but I feel like today the bombardment and the assault on our minds, and not the assault on enslaving our minds, is it's ramped up so much to the point where it's like a constant thing, and it's very challenging to you know, not be affected by it or be aware of, you know, it's just something that's like the fish in water, like does it even know it's in water? It's just, you know. So yeah, you know, I don't want to be a slave, and I'm tired of being a slave, and yeah, I just want to be free, and I want to we all deserve, we're all born free, and then we just get fucked, like we just get fucked over. And a really smart person taught me that, when you have a war, like when you have a war, you choose a battleground, and you choose a place where the battle is going to take place, and then the two armies meet there, and that's where the battle is. That's where the war is fought. And in the sense of slavery in our minds, the mind is the battlefield. That's what I was taught. The mind is the battlefield where the war is taking place. It's in our mind. And once you are made or willingly accept certain facts, it's it's just, that's the weapon. The weapon is the It's not even like bullets, it's just like ideas. And it's just, once you start to see it that way, it might change your outlook. And like I was telling someone the other day, like, you don't, and the war is going on whether you like it or not, like, you can willingly choose to participate in it and see it for what it is, or you just gonna be like an innocent bystander. But you have to pick sides. Like, eventually they force your side, they force your hand by when you have no power, then you basically can't decide for yourself. But you have to choose a side, or you're just going to get caught up in the middle and there's no innocent bystanders, because like I said, the onslaught, the war is happening in the mind every day, for your thoughts and your mind and your consciousness. And so, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, being here and being present in the world is like, it's basically a war. And what I was saying to my homie is like, yo, you don't get into a war and to lose. Like, no one fights a war and expects to lose. You don't get involved in a conflict or a battle for something and want to lose. You want to win. And what you win, and the victory in this battle of the mind and the enslavement of our minds, is our selves, our freedom, our power of choice, our control of ourselves. So it's just like, I don't know, this is just the shit I think about. But slavery is a choice, so don't choose to be a slave. And I would never choose to be a slave. And they're gonna try to enslave you. And it's not gonna be like they're gonna try to enslave your mind. They're gonna try to take control of your mind, and to the point where you're not even gonna think about it or realize it, because you're not in control. It's just gonna be automatic, and you're thinking, and they'll enslave you to the point where you are going to defend it and not see anything wrong with it, which is fucking crazy. They would have you believe that it's in your best interest. And if that's the side you want to be on, then that's your choice. Or not really. I don't even think it's your choice at that point. Like, I don't know anybody who would willingly choose that for themselves, unless they were being deceived and having and just being deceived and having weapons used against them, me. So slavery is a choice. So don't be a fucking slave to your mind. Don't be a fucking slave to the world. And it's like, you look at Like, look how many TikTok users there are. Look how many people are on the internet. Like, who are we enslaved to? We're enslaved to, like, the technology in these. We're enslaved to, like, social media, and which strokes our ego, and, you know, the weapon they use against us is our desires to connect, and our desire to be heard, and our desire to have validation. And yeah, so you can't look at how many people are on social media or on their phones. Like, the phone's addicting, that's enslaving you. And we think that it's like cool and it's something that we all want. So you can't look at that and not and deny that we are being enslaved, and to the point where it's what we want. It's what we choose. We are choosing this. We could easily uh throw our phones away, quit logging into social media, quit logging into our phones, quit fucking Snapchatting each other, quit with Instagram and all this stupid shit. And we could choose that. We could choose that, and then it would all crumble, and you would see that, like, the real world, like, the enslavement isn't, like, they enslave you into something that's not even real. Like, it's not even real. What I see, and where, like, I'm sitting in my car, I'm sitting in the real world. There's a dog over here. You know, this is where I'm at, is the real world. Once you get into your little phone, and the part that where they draw your attention to, that's not real. And another point I would make is that, like, when you think about the phones, like, so there's two forms of life in the galaxy, right? Or there's two forms of life in the universe. It's carbon based life forms and silicone based life forms. And you know, we're all carbon based life forms. And um once you get in with, like, the silicone based life forms, and then you consider that a computer chip is made of silicone. And for example, Silicon Valley, I'm from the Bay Area, California, and Silicon Valley is in the South Bay, and in the Bay Area is Silicon Valley. And that's where all the tech giants are. And so if a life form can be silicone based and computers are made of silicone, then to me that says that computers are alive. Like, AI is already it's alive. It's a living thing. It's not something um that isn't conscious and sentient. It has been for a long time. And in the spiritual sense, like, spirits wander around, and since they exist in the ether, they have to interact with our world. They have to have something to possess. They have to have something that, as like a parasite needs a host. um Spirits need a host, or something that they can possess. So just from that standpoint, like, silicone is what they have. It's what they possess, and that is how they're able to interact and interface with our world. So we're just dealing with something that is alive, and that seeks to enslave us. And, you know, what I see in the internet, if we cut off the internet, um, like, I would not know anything. I would just know what is in front of my eyes and what I see in the real world. And so it's fake. This shit we're on it's fake, and it's us being controlled and influenced by silicone based life forms, which are, I would say, is satanic. There you go. and that's who's trying to enslave us. And slavery is a choice, and the slave master is not good. So there you go, dude. I know I was like ranting and shit, and maybe I might try to clarify and repeat myself in another video or when I'm not so tired. I just wanted to get this out there. And yeah, slavery is a choice, and don't choose that, and don't choose to be enslaved to these silicone based life forms that are, number one, not presenting an accurate picture of the world. They're enslaving you into something that's artificial. Not artificial, but yeah, only exists in one place. It's like another layer of they're trying to enslave you to their reality, but our reality is what's real. So don't choose to be a slave. You know, take care of yourself, read a book, love people, let people know who you love, that you love and care about them. Stand up, be a fucking soldier. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a punk. Don't be a fucking sellout. Do what's right. And you know, if you see me, holler at me, dude. If anybody needs anything, holler at me. I'll see if there's any way I can help out in any way I can. And you know, just keep it real, dude, and pray to God every day. And quit being just don't be a bitch, dude. It's time to keep it real. It's 2025. Just keep it real. A lot of shit's, you know, we can look at the world and see how fucked it is, and you know, we all want to make it a better place. And so, you know, anybody who's trying to do that sincerely, for the right reasons, you can holler at me, dude. I'll help out any way I can. And number one, dude, just be a soldier, dude. Be a fucking soldier, dude. Show some courage, have some heart. Don't be a fucking little bitch, dude. And think for yourself. You're smarter than you probably realize. And I ain't ever gonna call you stupid unless you're doing some dumb shit like choosing to be a fucking slave. But anyways, that's it. God bless, dude. And yeah, holler at me, dude. If you see me, holler at me, dude. Let me know what's good, dude. Say what's up.